So anyway, yeah, that was something that really opened my mind up. And also, I wanted to mention when I did go to that Psychic Berkeley Institute after I had been sent back from the military. I just ended up like deciding to go there. I went there, and they do this thing called an aura cleansing, where they're trying to, I guess they're trying to cleanse your aura of anything toxic or whatever. So I'm sitting there, and the woman is doing an aura cleansing on me. You know, it kind of looks like she's doing Reiki, where she's not touching my hands. She's just kind of like, I don't know, feeling me out or what's going on around me. And then she says, wow, you've got aliens in your auric field. And I freaked out. I was like, you mean aliens from another planet? Oh my God, what? And then there was another woman that was there that worked there at the Institute that looked at that one woman and said, she's not ready for it, that. Don't tell her about that. And I'm kind of thinking in my mind, it's a little too late for that, because now it's in my mind. And now I'm wanting to learn now what does that mean? What do you mean by that? So I just stopped. I went there, you know, and I haven't gone there ever since, because I just kind of felt like, I don't know, I felt like there was information that they were withholding that I really wanted to know about, but they told me that I wasn't ready for that information. So just with my own gut instincts, you know, following my heart, I knew that I needed to search and find information on my own. As the years went by, books just kind of gravitated towards me. I would go to, because I was on a limited budget, and I still am. I'm not wealthy. I can't just go out and buy a brand new book or go out and, you know, get a reading easily. So what I did was just started reading a lot. I would go to the library and check out all that they had on whatever, angels, aliens, all kinds of stuff. Because I wasn't limiting my mind to just one thing. So, and just wanted to see what felt right for me. You know, I'm not like gullible. You know, I have a sense of skepticism when it comes to certain things. I won't just jump in full-heartedly. I like to do my research, and I like to go with what my heart feels. If it feels wrong, then I won't continue, like, you know, researching it or finding more information about it. But anyway, like I was saying, I feel like there's certain literature that's guided towards me, and that's for everybody. It's a synchronistic type of thing. Once you start feeling like you're on your path, that's when the synchronicities start to become more apparent and more more in volume. Times of things like all day long, you know, I experience synchronicities. So anyway, I went to the I went to the thrift store about, I'd say about 7 years ago, and I found this book called Angel Therapy by Doreen Virtue, The Angelic Realm, in the Angelic Realm. It was the only book in that thrift store that looked in the least bit interesting to me. It just kind of called out to me, and that's usually what happens with books for me. I love to read, and it just called out to me, and I was surprised because usually Doreen Virtue books, I've never seen any of them available at thrift stores. You know, definitely it'll take me a while before I let go of this book, because it's really, to me, it's really good. Basically, to me, what it's showing is like the messages that the angels have for specific issues like food, fatigue, emptiness, dreams, disappointments, direction, desire, death, dating, crime, children, child abuse, changes, career, you name it. It's just like it's like an A through Z of angel therapy, talking about what you can do if you're going through whatever, any one of these subjects, you know, how you can deal with it, and what they suggest, and it's all very healing to me. And at the time it came to me, I really needed it, because why else would I find it? Because I need it. And that's what happens, is things come to you when you're ready for them, and when your soul calls out for it. the universe is listening and it brings it to you. Because the universe wants you to have the tools you need in order to fulfill your path here. That's my belief. And I've begun to believe that. Well, begun to believe that. I think I've believed that for a long time. I mean, ever since I was young, because when I faced very horrific situations, as a child, I was physically and sexually abused. I watched one of my parents, my mother, being beat up to bloody pulp in front of me. I've seen some very extreme things. So I had to find a way to explain all these tragic experiences that I had thus far. Because it didn't make sense to me what, in traditional sense for religion, what God would send down someone in order to experience such horrific and traumatizing experiences. Who would do that? Why? So with that question in my mind, that's how I was able to be guided in the right direction to certain literature, certain motivational speakers. You have whatever you are calling out for is what's going to come to you. So that's what happened, and I was really happy about that. And those experiences are still puzzling to me. I'm still gonna do more research on that and figure out what exactly that was, because it still confuses me. On a heart level, when I think about that one experience with me and my son, I kind of feel like it was kind of an extraterrestrial experience. That's what I feel intuitively. So I know a lot of people don't believe in aliens, and a lot of people don't believe in angels or anything supernatural or paranormal. There's a lot of people that are still out there that are like that. And that's okay. That's where they have to be. And if you're one of those people, that's okay. That's where you have to be. And that's fine. I respect your beliefs. This is my personal experience that I had, and I hope by sharing it with you that it'll make you feel brave enough to research and find out more information about a lot of these experiences you have. Not everybody's going to feel comfortable, like friends and family, talking to you about these kind of things that are happening to you. I mean, not everybody wants to talk to you about, oh, guess what, I saw a ghost the other day, and this is how I helped it to move on. Not everybody is comfortable with those kind of conversations. And I learned that through experience too, by talking about certain things with people, and they weren't comfortable with that. So I learned about not crossing people's, I guess you could call it spiritual boundaries. Some people are just, they have a line, they've drawn it, and there's only so far they want to go with exploration and finding answers to things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this show today, Spirituality Talk. And I enjoy sharing whatever experiences I have that I feel can help someone out there that feels like they're the only one. Because a lot of times, even to this day, I still kind of feel like sometimes I'm the only one. And that's not true. Yet it can be like that when you're around people that don't really like to talk about this type of subject. I mean, it's really kind of scary for a lot of people. So I just encourage everybody to not be afraid of themselves, because I think that's where it really starts. We're capable of so much. We're wonderful beings with so many abilities, but when we start to get fearful, and I'm included in this, when we start to get fearful is when we stop progress. And yeah, try a little bit every day to do things that helps you to feel not as fearful. I think that there's this negative energy wrapped around this world to make people feel like they can only go a certain amount. They can only go so far, and then they need to stop. That halts progress for you as a soul. I think that what it does also is that it keeps you stuck in the same place. And I think that you're not able to move forward if you don't keep learning more and more. And I'm not even saying like go to like a major university or college or anything like that, because a lot of the knowledge that I've accrued has been from just personal experiences and not being afraid to learn more, from those experiences that I have. Trying to be brave enough to go through it instead of trying to skirt around it. Alright, thank you guys for listening. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing. And yeah, don't ever be afraid of exploring more things about yourself, because that's the only way you learn while you're here, what's the purpose of it. So, alright everybody, take care and see you next week. Peace.